Hi, Mrs. Elder back again from Houston, Texas. Welcome. I'm excited to share with you today some information about our brain. Our brain, it's housed up in our skull, is really kind of important. What we're going to be talking about today is regulation of your emotions that are housed in your brain. So, when you're learning this today, I'm going to ask you to pay attention as if you were expected to teach this lesson to someone else. Now, why would I ask you to do that? Well, for a couple of really good reasons, actually. When you learn material well enough to teach someone else, it goes in deeper and stickier, and it's easier to retrieve the information. You pay attention at a higher level when you know you've got to turn around and train somebody else or teach them the concepts. So, something to think about. So, here is your fist, which is going to represent your brain. This part, the wrist, is your brain stem. That's what it represents. And this area is required to take care of all your involuntary actions, like breathing. You don't have to think about breathing. You don't have to tell your brain to breathe. It happens for you. You can thank your brain stem for that. When you open up the downstairs part of our brain, the part back here is really about emotions. And there's no words here. It's about feelings. I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel angry, right? All your feelings are here. So when you think about this thumb being right here in the middle, it kind of connects the upper and the lower. It also represents some basic instincts that we have. So imagine you're out walking and you see a bear, right? It's not time to be thinking about, I wonder if that's a brown or a grizzly bear. I wonder if it's going to come after me. I wonder if there's babies around. No, you need to take action, right? Something could happen really bad to you if you don't. So this part allows you to either freeze, flight, or fight, right? Freeze, flight, or fight. So what does that mean? Freeze, where you're like, I don't know what to do, and you just freeze, almost like playing dead. I'm sure you've heard that expression. Flight means to get up and run away as fast as you can, and fight means you're going to take that bear on. I don't recommend the third one in this situation. So those are the three things that happen. The upper part of our brain that are represented by our fingers, this is our thinking part of the brain, and this is where our words are. And this is how it organizes and helps to work in tandem with the lower part of the brain to help us when we get those strong emotions so that we can manage them in a way that we don't say something hurtful to somebody else, that we don't, get really mad and go to our room and start throwing things around, right? That's not proper. So when these two work together, they can manage behaviors. But when you flip your lid, we lose the connection between your emotions and what's going on in your brain. So how do you avoid flipping your lid? And that's exactly what it feels like. When I flip my lid, I'm too far away to help. Upstairs is now separated from the downstairs brain. So how can you do that? You can start to pay attention to triggers. Because sometimes, I know for me, I have specific things that kind of make me mad. But if I know what those are, I can protect myself from giving my power to somebody else by making sure I avoid those triggers or I rationalize them. And by that I mean, I can decide that if somebody said, maybe a trigger for me is somebody calling me ugly. So I can, next time somebody says that, oh, you're so ugly, I can go, well, I have to look at the source. Maybe that person doesn't know anything about beauty, right? So that's an example. You can really decide to turn your triggers off. You have that opportunity because the minute you flip your lid, you're out of control. And being out of control never, ever feels good, right? And they have to go apologize and you can ruin relationships. So just to review, the brain stem is represented by our wrist, and that's where the involuntary brain activities happen, like breathing. Down below is your strong emotions, and then you have the freeze, flight, or fight reaction, represented by the thumb and the amygdala. And then at the top, we have the upstairs brain, which is where our words live and where we can use I statements to get our needs met, right? So I need a hug because I feel lonely. I need to talk to you because I feel sad. I need to take a break because I'm angry. I need to go for a walk. So find adults in your life that you can help and they can help you to manage so you don't flip your lid. Thank you so much. Go out and find somebody to teach this to. And I hope I'll get to see you again soon.